check this out. This is the selling point. Boom. So here we are, everyone, for the JWalkers Apparel final review. I've been wearing these pants pretty much every time I've ridden for almost 2 months now, and I feel I can adequately give you a review on them and confidently stand behind my words about them. So we're going to try to approach this one as objective as possible with a couple different topics to explore in this. The first of those being the one that I think you guys are going to care the most about, and that is the durability of these pants. So I actually have both of the pairs that I've been wearing here throughout these past almost 2 months, and I wanted to show you them firsthand rather than just talk about it. So the main thing I think people are going to care about is, well, do you put holes in them if you've got metal pedals or pins in your pedals? And what I've got to show you guys, let me find the worst of it first. What I'll say is that I have missed a lot of crank flips, and I've had a lot of situations where I come out of it like, oh my goodness, that is a hole in these pants. And of course it took me until the last pant leg to find what I was looking for here. So what we're going to see is a little bit of a pinhole in these pants. This is the back, so this is from missing my foot in the front of the pedal and it slamming against my gnarly pedals, I should add. If you've seen the pedals I'm riding, you know they are pretty gnarly. The pins on them, yeah, they will cut you up if you're not wearing shin guards. And it's very surprising to me, if I'm being honest, that these things haven't had more holes put in them, and that this is the worst of it. You can see how many times I've missed my pedals just by the areas where there's little frays, I guess you'd call them, but that's the extent of it. Okay, tiny little almost hole. Okay, there it is. You can see my finger through it. So 2 tiny little holes in these things, where I'll tell you, the other pants that I've ridden in my life, there's holes like this one dotted all over the back and the front, and by that time there's a hole ripped in them, because as you get more of these, they connect to each other and rip. And another thing I realized I should probably show you guys before we get any further is why you might be intrigued by these pants in the first place. Well, for one, check this out. This is the pant leg. This is the kind of stretch that we're talking about. I can almost make it go across the entire screen when I'm doing that. These things stretch, and with that elasticity comes breathability at the same time. So those are the worst 2 holes that I have on these pants. There's little frays here and there, but that's all I have to report after almost 2 months of riding with gnarly pedals, slamming, missing pedals. So another factor of durability might be, you know, like, how's the waistband holding up? Are we getting any kind of wear in here? And the wear that I would have to report to you is only on one pair of these things, and that is these tiny little elastic or whatever they are strands that are somewhat sticking out on the seams, which is like, it's the kind of thing I think you take a lighter to that and they're just gone. So I'm not worried about it, and I don't feel that it's affected the integrity of these pants at all. So as far as durability goes, I mean, I can give these things pretty much an A+. And I think what leads to this is they're so stretchy that when you catch that metal pin on the pedals, it stretches so far to the point where it just slides off of it before it actually makes any kind of hole or rip. So I think the next thing that we should approach with this review is the fit on these pants. And short of, you know, standing there wearing these things and walking in circles for you, I'll say the elasticity in them makes them very comfortable. The material itself is a comfortable material. Denim, you know, is, I mean, it's denim. It's not the most comfortable thing ever. This, whatever it is, it sits against your skin and it's comfortable. And because it's so stretchy, like I already said, it has breathability, so that's a factor to consider as well. The fit on them, I have the medium slim right here, as well as the large slim. Sent me both of these to try. I found both of them to be comfortable. I don't like my pants to be, you know, as tight as humanly possible. I like them to have a little bit of give there so I can feel comfortable doing candy bars and all of those things. And both of them were adequate. Length was good. I never had any type of worry about length at all. And they're comfortable. What else do I need to say? One thing that I also noticed here on the tag is that you can see the materials. So there you go. The next thing that we should evaluate with these is how they affect your riding, if they affect your riding. And my thoughts and opinions and first impressions from that very first session video that I did still stand. Basically, I felt like I had zero restriction of movement in any direction. It felt like when I was doing saran wrap foot plants and knack double pegs and candy bar ice pick stalls that the pants were not a factor for those tricks. No foot cans, didn't notice it. Bar hops at the trails, didn't notice it. It was the kind of thing that made the pants and whether or not they were going to affect how flexible I was going to be, whether or not they were going to affect that was not an issue in my mind whatsoever. So if you're thinking about these pants, you don't really have to worry about that. And before we go any further here, I do want to mention that if anything that I've said in this intrigues you enough to want to try a pair of these, if you use the code just BMX in all caps, you will get 15% off on their website. So that is something to consider because you can save a little bit of money. The next aspect of this though is money. Let's go right on into it. The cost of these pants as compared to other pants that are out there. So these are $69.99, all pairs of them. They are the 2.0 JWalkers pants, and they cost $70 a pair. If you use the code, you get 15% off of that. But if you just buy them without that, $70. I did a little bit of Google searching. I checked out Levi's and some other brands, and I found that Levi's were around $70 when not on sale. There's some that you could find for $50, and then there was other brands of pants that were anywhere from $50 to literally I saw pants for like $250 on Levi's website. Don't know anything about that, but comparatively priced, I would say, for a pair of pants. And whenever you take into consideration the durability and longevity from the fact that they don't get holes in them very easily, I think that your money will be well spent on these, and your pants should last you longer, which in the long run saves you money. Another thing that I wanted to make sure that I mentioned in this is how many people have gotten back to me after ordering these things and just absolutely been like, these are the best things ever. And this is a perfect opportunity to transition to the next part of this video, which is an opening showing you some more colors. But let's take a look at some colors here. There are 12 different colors of JWalkers, but we've got a gray pair here. There's not a lot more to say than that are gray. If you like more than just the navy, like what we have here, or the black, there is gray available like these. And this is another one of the colors that they offer. And my favorite part about these pants, and I suppose maybe I should have led with this, but I feel like this is the selling factor for so many people, is the fact that you don't have to take them off to take off your safety gear. All you got to do is pull the pants up and then take them off. And I'll show you exactly what I mean right now. Alright, so I have officially changed into the maroon pair of pants, and this is what I want to show you guys. Check this out. This is the selling point. Boom. Put your pads on, everything that you need to put on there, and then boom, you put it back over, and guess what? You go have your session. And that has been the selling point for every single person who has bought these from my recommendation and then gotten back to me afterwards. Remember the code BMX. It saves you 15%. But let's take a look at this last pair here. And I'm glad that they sent a pair of black because I really wanted to have a pair of black JWalkers. And upon opening these and feeling these, the ones I'm wearing are actually the ones that I need to talk about. So give me just 1 second. We're going to try the black ones on. All right, we're into the black pants. And I needed to take these back off to show you these specifically because I was made aware that I was sent a thick blend version of these pants as a potential thing that they might be coming out with. So these are a little bit thicker, meant to be potentially a little bit more tough for BMX. So they're a little less breathable, trading that for potential durability in that they are thicker. I'll have to test these as well. This could be an option, something to be made aware of for the future of JWalkers. The one thing that I found about these pants that I would say could be a con, and that is that the belt loops were just a little bit tight on my belt. I could still get it through there and get my belt put on, but it was sometimes a little bit of a struggle to get it through there. I have one of those groove belts. It's got the thick plastic thing on the end of it. So there's that. It's worth noting this is an unbiased, objective review here, and I definitely have to give you guys all of the information that I have. That is the one negative that I could find with these pants in my time with them. And I think the only other thing that I could say is like maybe the cost, but I don't think the cost could be considered a negative because these are a specially designed and constructed piece of clothing, and I guess you would say equipment for doing you, JWalkers, so you can do you. With the nature of these pants, what they're meant for, and the fact that it's just two guys running a company in Colorado doing all of this, I don't think I can say that that is a negative. I think it's just something to be aware of, and I'm not sure what more there is to say about these things. Super duper stretch pants. So you can do you, JWalkers. This is one of the gray colors. This is marooned. This is black. They stretch all the way up past your knees so you can put your pads on. They breathe. They allow you to be flexible in any direction, and I think they're great for BMX. So moving forward, I'll be wearing JWalkers, and I can confidently recommend these things to you guys. You can use the code BMX to make them more affordable. I think you'll be happy with them. So thank you for watching this review. Thank you to JWalkers, and there's really not much more to say. I post it in my stories all the time. This is it. No words necessary. JWalkers Apparel, linked in the description down below. Check them out. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and don't forget to use the code BMX because it helps me out at the same time as helping you out in getting a discount. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, and yeah, see you there. Goodbye.